Right. So first we have some simple cases like, which is standard case given in SCV also. If I have slightly inclined plates, this example, let me write down the example so that I have clear target in mind what I cover. Number I will be taking this. Number 2, I will be taking one other example, maybe from SCV only, I think. This kind of situation we have. What is the effective capacitance? Each plate area is A, and the distance between this is like a stair, and this is distance is D. D. The gap is equal to D. What is capacitance between this side and this side? Second question. And area or width of this, let us say I'm giving you the length one side as L and other side I'm giving you the width, which is B. These all lengths are equal, L, and this total will become 3L and its width will become B. Okay. Third one, such network we have sometimes. These lines which you are noticing, these are not just lines, these are plates. These are surface areas actually, these are sheets, okay? And this is just a wire connecting sheets here. A point, A terminal. Next we have this is B.
Sir. Sir.
Just a minute, boys.
Wait, I'm back. So this is A and this is B. So let us do this now. Starting with this one is slightly tougher, so I will take it maybe at last. Let me take the easy ones first. So what is the capacitance of this here? Can you find out? Can you guess? plus minus.
14
Parallel
See,
combinations.
14
parallel, yes, because these are directly connected. So this is one capacitor here. This capacitance has gap D. Other capacitors will have gap 2D, and third capacitor will have gap 3D. This can be taken like parallel combination of thread and connected with each other also. So these are all in same potential. So this is like parallel combination. So we will be adding in parallel combination, what is the capacitance? C1 plus C2 plus C3 will be the net capacitance, which will be equal to, what is C1 here? Epsilon naught A by D.
D.
What is area, by the way? Area I am taking as B into L plus epsilon naught A by 2D plus epsilon naught A by 3D, and area is equal to B into L. So I'm writing epsilon naught into B into L into 1 by D. 1 by D also taken common. Epsilon naught B into L by D taken common into 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 3. That is answer. Now you can just write it down, whatever it comes
10
out.
by 6.
10 by 6, 10 epsilon naught B L by 6D. Okay. What is second case answer? How to do such question now? In this case, we have to convert it into equivalent network, if you like. Plus minus, no, sorry, opposite I said. Minus is where B is minus. So this will be negative, this will be positive, this will be positive, this will be
Sir,
negative,
11
this
by
will be
6.
negative.
11 by 6.
So you understand?
by 6.
Which one?
11
11 by
by
6,
6.
Talal?
11 by 6, sir. Yes, 11 by 6, not 10 by 6.
Okay, 11 by 6, right? Anyway, come to this. Plus to minus, plus to minus, plus to minus, and plus to minus. How the fields will be existing in between? Fields will be going in this way. Positive to negative here, this way. Here field will be positive to negative again. Positive to negative. And positive to negative. This single conducting sheet here is forming capacitor of two sides, this side as well as this side. This single conducting sheet is forming two capacitors, means I can treat them separately surface wise. I can say this surface number 1, surface number 2, surface number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6, number 7, number 8, number 9, number 10. Number 1 is not forming any capacitor because there is no plate in front of it on the other side. 10th surface is also not forming any capacitor. But 2 and 3 are forming capacitor with each other, 4 and 5 forming with each other, 6 and 7 with each other, 8 and 9 with each other. So let me arrange these plates here, starting from positive terminal, which are connected to positive. Which plates, which surfaces are connected to positive? Tell me which surfaces are connected to positive.
6 to
Number
4, sir.
3 is connected. Number 3 connected. Number 4 connected. And number 7 connected. And 8 is also connected. There are these surfaces connected to positive. And how many surfaces are connected to
1,
negative?
2, 5, 6, 9, 10.
Which is forming capacitance with 3?
2, sir.
2 is in front of 3, and in front of 4 is 5. In front of 7 we have 6. In front of 7, see, in front of 7 is forming capacitance with 6. And
9.
in front of 8 we have 9. So this is A and this is B. This is how the connection is actually made. So what is the effective capacitance? Each capacitance, if its area is A, each capacitance is epsilon naught A by D. That is each capacitance C, let us. So all these are C, all are in parallel. So how many C's are we are having? 4 C's. So its equivalent capacitance becomes equal to 4 times the individual capacitance, or 4 epsilon naught A by D. Is that clear?
Sir.
Now let us take another case. Number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Now you tell me, how many capacitances are formed, and all capacitances are equal or they are not equal? Are all capacitances equal or not?
Last one is C
equal.
by
Area-
2, sir. Another equal.
Last one is double distance, so it is C by 2. Remaining all are equal. And is there any capacitor between in D? This is a capacitor, but this capacitor is a capacitor which has both plates connected together. This is a capacitor. If I assume it to be a capacitor, it has both plates connected together. What happens if I connect both the plates together? Then it no more acts like a capacitor. It's just like a conducting wire. If I connect then it is just like a conducting wire because it will not be able to store any charge. So it has no such capacitance. Its capacitance is we cannot define, and it is just like a conducting wire only. So in that case, this is not acting as a capacitor, remember, because both are at same potential. Okay. It can act as a capacitance if I do just one little modification. If I put a wire in between, not wire, a sheet in between which is connected to A, then definitely there will be capacitance between this and between that and that, right? The way I have done here, see here, these both are connected together, but in between there is a wire of, there's a sheet of B. So there will be a capacitance like this, there will be electric fields like this, and there will be electric field like this here. Energy will be stored in the form of electric field. Find out the capacitance, what it will be now. Start with number which are connected to A. Which are connected to A?
1, 2, 7.
2, sir.
1,
One we don't have to worry. 2
Yes, sir. 2,
and
7,
7
2,
11,
7,
and
11,
8 and
11,
11.
11.
All these are connected to A. And what is in front of? Let us start from numbering from above. Number 2, number after 2, which was the number?
7,
7,
8, 11,
8 and 11. What is in front of 2?
3.
And in front of 7? 6. And in front of 8?
9,
9. And in front of 11?
10.
10.
10. This capacitance is C by 2. Remaining all capacitors are C each.
7 C
Have
by
we
2.
done? Have we done all? 1 done, 2 done, 3 done, 4 done. There are 4, and we have checked there's 4. You can check here how many are there. This one is not existing because it is connected. Both terms are connected together. Even if you draw it accidentally, let us say you don't notice this for the first time. Connect together, you will soon understand. That means it is not forming capacity.
Yes, sir.
So yes, now this is C, 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 and it is C by 2. 3C plus C by 2 will become 7C by 2.
7 C by 2.
Right. Let me take one more example where here I am taking simple examples because A is connected to either the sheet is connected to A or the sheet is connected to B. Now I'm going to take example where there are few sheets which are neither connected to A nor connected to B, but they are connected to each other. Like this. And maybe this one I will connect this side. Something like this.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. A and this is B. In between, it is neither connected to B nor connected to C. It has a different potential. We can call it maybe C. Then again start counting this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We don't need 1. We don't need. Start with 2. 2 is connected to B. 2 is connected to B. What else is connected to B? 9 and 10. 2, 9 and 10. What is connected to A?
6.
2 is forming
5,
capacitance
6,
with
and 11.
2 is forming capacitance with 3, and 9 is forming capacitance with 9 is forming capacitance with 8.
8.
10 is forming capacitance with
11.
11. 11 is directly connected to A, and 8 is not connected to A. 8 is connected to something else, and 3 is connected to 8 and 3 are connected to each other.
Yes, sir.
8 and 3 are connected to each other, and these are also connected to 8 and 3 are connected to each other. And what else they are connected to? 7 and 4. 4 and 7 are also connected to them. 4 is also connected to 3 only, and 7 is also connected to 8 only, and 7 is forming capacitance with
6.
6.
6, and 4 is forming
4
capacitance
is
with
coming from the
5.
5.
4 is forming with 5, and together 5 and 6 are connected to each other, and they are also connected to
A.
See what kind of network we are getting now. In fact, I could have formed Wheatstone bridge also if I would have arranged in such a way that this C is which is connected to this is not connected to 7 and 8. Here I connected C to these and I connected to 7 and 8. Instead of connecting this directly with 7 and 8, I would have taken one capacitance in between. That arrangement I would have to make. Then it would have become a Wheatstone bridge also. We can get such arrangement also. Anyway, what's the capacitance of this now? Now C. This will be 2C, again 2C, then again they will come in series, which will become C again, and this C will be in parallel with this lower one, then we will be getting overall as 2C. So net capacitance between A and B is coming out to be 2C. Understood? C and C together, 2C. This C and C together, 2C. And when
Both are parallel.
2C, and then here, C, this is the equivalent diagram for this. 2C and 2C together will give us C, and C in parallel with C will give us 2C. So this is the equivalent diagram again. Okay. This is the equivalent diagram at last. So net capacitance is 2C. Fine. Now come to that problem which I had left above. This one let us take now. So how to find the capacitance if it is slightly tilted? Slightly tilted, not much. Slightly tilted. The question should be asked only for slightly tilt. Otherwise, the electric fields will be very much different and distorted. So if I take this element here at a distance x from one end, total length of this is, let us say, L, and this gap is A, and the other side gap is B. By similar triangle concept, I can determine what is this extra gap here, how the gap is increasing. Or let us, normally we don't take gap as D, A and B. Let us take the gaps as distance D1 and other side distance is D2. What is this here? This is, let us say, extra distance. What I can call it, maybe Y. This angle is theta. Then I can write Y is equal to
parallel.
Y is what? Yes, they are all correct. This element I will take I will find capacitance of this part here.
Y
This
is
elemental
equals
part.
to x tan
Y
theta.
equal to x tan theta.
Y is equal
Y
to
is
x tan
equals to
theta.
x tan theta.
Into d2 minus d1 by L.
So what is the capacitance DC? DC capacitance of this small part here, this small part. This element part, this part only. This part will have what? Area. Area of this will depend on the width I have not given. Let us take the L by B direction. I am taking L by B. So what is the width of this? Width of this is B. Width perpendicular to plane of paper. Plane of paper. Width perpendicular to plane of paper is equal to B. That is B. And along this side, the length is given as L. This side length is given as L, but total area is L into B. Okay. So DC is equal to epsilon naught, assuming vacuum only in between. If vacuum is not there, then K will also get multiplied, dielectric constant. So epsilon naught into what? Area, dA, by distance. Distance is d1 plus y. What is dA equal to? dA will be its width. I have to take here dx. So I can write epsilon naught into b into dx upon d1 plus x tan theta. Right? Then I have to integrate. Epsilon naught be taken common into dx upon limits x varies from 0 to L. What do we get? We get it as epsilon naught b into log of d1 plus L tan theta divided by d1, right? And
application only C,
what? Outside there will be 1 by tan theta.
C equal to epsilon naught dA by d1 plus y. Okay,
Epsilon.
sir.
What was your confusion? I'm finding for this element part, this small part here, this shaded part. For that part, area is this part. If I look at it, this will have area.
B into D.
B is the width, dx is the
Thickness.
thickness. So its area will be B into dx. Although this is slightly more than dx. This lower is, but as I told you, this angle theta is small. This angle theta is small, so I can take this B into dx for this also. Otherwise, also, if it is tilted, I have no right to take its area, total area also. Even if it is dl, I have no right to take B into dl because we have not derived expression for such tilted areas. That will be much more complicated. So this is applicable only for small angles. And if it is small angle, this tan theta I can very well put as theta also. I can write it just L into theta. Whatever you write it, finally, epsilon naught B upon tan theta into ln d2 by d1. Because L tan theta is also equal to, what is L tan theta? L tan theta is equal to d2 minus d1.
Minus d1.
So d1 plus L tan theta is nothing but d2 only. Okay. So this is the capacitance formula finally. And it can be written in slightly another way by putting tan theta just as equal to theta only because angles are small. That is answer. Next, we could have variable dielectric case. If I have a variable medium which varies from one end to the other end, means its relative permittivity varies, then how to find the equivalent capacitance in that case? This is a dielectric slab in between, means it is a medium. Till now, we were mostly interested in when the medium is not existing, but now medium is existing in this.
Epsilon naught becomes K epsilon naught.
This is a medium in between. And in this medium, I will have to take some element. This element has from one end to the other end, from this end to this end. Let us say it has width dy and length. Let us say the plates are of area L by L. Okay. And dielectric constant varies from linearly. Dielectric constant varies linearly from one end to other end. I should write from K1 at one end to K2 at other end. It is varying from K1 to K2. This end it is K1 dielectric constant, other end it is K2 dielectric constant. Okay, think like this. And in between I'm taking for one medium. This medium I'm taking here. How to do? Now this will be, this can be regarded as several small elements in series with each other.
Yes, sir.
I can take this to be in series with each other. Okay, so what is the capacitance of, what is the formula for series? I have
C1
to add
C2 by C1 plus C2.
sigma 1 by Ci is equal to 1 by Cs. But sigma will change into integration, so it will be d1 by C will be equal to 1 by Cs. This will be the, here I have to do in this way, d1 by C I have to take first. So 1 by C, first of all, what is C? C value will be equal to epsilon naught into dielectric constant, let us say K.
Yes.
I have to find out the K value because it is not given to us what is K. Only it is, gap is D, by the way. Gap is, let us say D. K I have to find by using this information that it varies from one end to the other end as K1 to K2. Let me write it as K at a distance Y from one end. Okay. So K epsilon naught into area. Area is L into L divided by width. What is width? Width is dy. Notice width is not large here for the element. This is for element. Capacitance of element is this. What will be reciprocal of that? Reciprocal of this, I am writing it as d1 by C. That I am writing it as d1 by C. So I will be getting reciprocal of that as dy divided by K epsilon naught into L square. That is actually d1 by C. Okay.
Sir, it is not D1 by C.
What else it is?
D1 by C.
It is d1 by C. Okay. You can say this is not C. This I could have represented something else.
Then
Okay.
1 by Cs we need to write as integral d1 by C.
Yes, sir.
1 by C we have to write as integral 1 by.
1 by Cs is equals to integral d1 by C.
So that only, this is, this effective CS is that only, 1 by C is that only.
Integral d1 by C.
Sir, D of 1 by C or 1 by DC same, sir.
1 by DC is nothing. In some books they write 1 by DC, but 1 by DC doesn't mean anything. There is no, means in mathematics we don't even have this notation. 1 by DC is not even a notation of mathematics. So it is wrong, it is mistake.
My doubt is, can we write D of 1 by C as 1 by DC?
That doubt only I am saying that we can never do that. What else I am saying? You are saying that can we write this? What else I am saying? I am saying this is wrong. We should not do that. We can't write it that. It is mistake. What will be d1 by c in fact? If I have to take d1 by c, derivative of 1 by c will be minus 1 by c square into dc. How these are same? These are not same.
Yes, sir.
We can't do that. Okay. Can we? No.
We can't do.
Right. Anyway, let me take this quantity as what should I name it? I'm thinking k epsilon naught into L by L. This is capacitance of the element. So capacitance of element is this. Okay. So maybe okay. Maybe I can write. What should I call it? I'm if I call C, you will say C is the net capacitance. It should not be called as C. Then tell me, give me a name.
C.
C star you can call.
C for element. Okay, let me write C element only like this. I'm writing C element is this k epsilon naught into L upon dy, and the reciprocal of C element is reciprocal of that will be coming out to be that will be d1 by C only. So I don't have to. A reciprocal of this element will be d1 by C. That automatically will be d1 by C. Okay. Then we will be getting now 1 by C is equal to dy divided by k epsilon naught L square integral. Sorry, this side we don't have. This is already there. This is a d1 by c integral, which will be equal to 1 by c, and the other side we will be getting. What is k value now? To write k value, I have to use the information given.
So K2 minus K1 by D into Y plus K1.
K1 to K2, it varies. K varies from K1 to K2. When Y varies from? Y varies from 0 to D. What is the equation?
Y is equals to
K2 minus
x minus
K1
x
by
naught.
D into Y plus K1, sir.
K is coming out to be equal to, let me write in the next page only. Or here I will write K value. Next page I will solve it. K is equal to K2 minus K1
K1 by D.
K1
by
by
D
D Y plus
into
K1.
Y
Y
plus
plus C.
K1. Yes, Y is equal to MX plus C. Then we are getting 1 by C equals dy divided by epsilon naught and L square are just constants only taken out of the integral sign. In the integral, I will be left with K2 minus K1 by D whole into Y plus K1. Next, we can write it as log of
Y.
limits 0 to D log of K2 minus K1 by D into D plus K1 divided by
K2 minus K1 by D.
K2 minus
K1 by D
K1 by D
into 1 by epsilon naught L square.
into 0 plus K1. Limits of Y we are putting.
Sir, differentiation limits for it.
I don't know what you're saying. 1 by epsilon naught into L square, and here I have to take into D divided by K2 minus K1. Do you agree with this, what I have written?
K2 minus K1 by D into Y.
K2 by K1. Y values I am putting the limits. Y value is 0 in one place and D in the other place.
Okay.
Okay. So we are getting finally D upon epsilon naught L square into K2 minus K1. That is answer. Means answer means reciprocal of this will be the answer. Capacitance will be reciprocal of that. Capacitance will be equal to epsilon naught L square by D into ln K2 by K1, and above it is K2 minus K1. If you want to make it look more symmetric, then I can write it as epsilon naught L square by D, which is normal capacitance formula. But what difference it makes here? It makes a difference like this: K2 minus K1 upon
ln K2
ln K2 minus ln K1.
Yes.
Just to make it look more symmetric, we will write it in this way. This is capacitance. Means normal formula, you know, epsilon naught L square by D, and here it is K2 minus K1 upon L2 ln K2 minus K1.
When it is very linear.
What?
If it is varying linear.
It is only if it is varying linearly. Obviously, there could be infinite other cases which they can ask. So definitely you should know the method, and you should not worry about this result. We don't need to remember this result, but we should know what is the method, how to find it out. Okay. We have to find out the element first, the capacitance of element, then a reciprocal of the capacitance of element, we can write it as d1 by c. A reciprocal of the capacitance of element, we can always write as d1 by c, and then we can integrate. Okay. Next, we have
Sir, what is your last answer?
last.
Yes, sir.
Which step you are not understanding?
Understood, sir.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. Next, we have okay, capacitance. I think these are the cases, and we can take one. Similarly, we could take variable capacitor, variable inductance. Sorry, variable dielectric. We can take in spherical capacitors also. And sometimes we can have discrete variability, means not continuous variability, but discrete variability. Let me take examples of discrete variability. Means it varies from one end to the other end, but not in a continuous fashion. First it is K1 and then it becomes K2, like that it is. Then how to do in those cases?
Series case directly we can take.
This is one, and the other one is maybe
Who are connected in series, we can take.
there are two capacitors.
You can find individually capacitance of each. Those are in series.
Yes, exactly right. That only we are going to do. We can find individually. So let us say it is K1 and it is K2. Then distance gap from here to here is D1 and this gap is D2. Then our formula will become series. These are in series. I can take separate capacitor with K1 gap, and I can assume as if there is a thin plate here kept in between. And as if
Sir,
there is a
area
separate capacitance up to this, separate capacitance up to this. Areas will be same only if not mentioned. And why would it be different? When it is clearly, diagram also indicates it is same only. We don't know what is the dimension other side although, but if they have not mentioned anything, assume it to be same. Assume area to be A. What do we get now? We will be getting epsilon naught A
into K1 by D.
into
K1
K1
by
by
D1.
D. I will not prefer to write K1 by D. I will prefer to write D1 by K1. It is same only.
Yes, sir.
Epsilon naught A into K1 by D is same as epsilon naught A upon D1 by K1, right? K1 is what? K1 is nothing but relative permittivity. You know that? Dielectric constant is nothing but relative permittivity. So this is capacitance of the upper part, C1. That is called C1.
C2 is equals to epsilon naught A
by D2 by K2. The reason why I'm writing in this way, because effectively it helps us visualize. It appears
How it
as if I look at it, what I feel that it still remains vacuum. Epsilon naught I'm writing. I'm not writing epsilon naught into K. I'm assuming it still remains vacuum. But in vacuum, equivalent capacitance I have to take with a lesser thickness, lesser width. The width I have to take as D1 by K. So effectively, I can make a equivalent capacitance of vacuum in which the width gets reduced. So what is the equivalent of this? Its equivalent will be a capacitance
D1 by K1
with reduced width. One side width will be becoming D1 by K1, and other side width will be becoming D2 by K2. And then these two will be in series with each other, and now there will be only vacuum only, epsilon naught only, epsilon naught only. Then what will be the effective capacitance if these are in series? 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 will be equal to 1 by C, which is coming out to be equal to 1 by epsilon naught A taken common into
K1 by D1.
K1 by
D1 plus K2 by D2.
wait a second. D1 by K1 plus D2 by K2. That is 1 by C. So what is C equal to? C is becoming epsilon naught A divided by D1 by K1 plus D2 by K2 and so on. Means in general I can write epsilon naught A upon sigma di by Ki. That will be the net capacitance in such cases. So effectively the gap, we can assume as if the gap is getting reduced. Okay. Understood?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is equivalent diagram with vacuum. This is one example I have taken. Another example I will like to take for parallel plate only, then I will come to that spherical one. Another example would be, if I take maybe a different time taking this same dielectrics. Here I am taking one dielectric and another one here. And maybe one more. And one more. Now what would be the effective let us say it is d by 2 and area is also a by 2
Some parallel.
Parallel, series.
Series we can say.
Now this is problem here, series parallel or parallel series, that is the difference, right?
Parallel.
One option
Parallel,
is
yes, sir.
Parallel.
this way.
Yes, sir.
One option is I will take first series and then together I will take in parallel. This is one option. This is good thing to do, or
Series
the other thing?
parallel.
Which is good thing, tell me?
Series parallel.
Series parallel.
Yes, sir.
This is series and then parallel. Or
Same charge
first,
will be flowing through the circuit also.
I have committed one mistake here. Wait a second, just let me. This will make a lot of difference if I draw a line here. There is no such conducting wire which I have indicated in between. That would make a lot of difference otherwise. Let me remove this. Yes, there is no such wire in between, right? That I just wanted to show the division, but in effectively it ended up as if it is a wire. There is no wire in between. It is just this division I'm showing. Division is up to d by 2. Okay. So I have to take series first and then parallel together. This is correct way to do. Reason. I have reason to believe that they are at same potential. Means they are parallel with each other. They are at same potential. They are parallel with each other. But I have no reason to believe that this and this will be at same potential. They may not be at same potential. So they should not be connected together. They should not be connected together. That is how we should do such questions. Once it was asked in IIT. That is how they do it in the exam. Okay. But other method will be wrong. If in some book you find that they are giving first connected in parallel, we can connect first in parallel also, no problem, provided there is a metallic strip in between. If there's a conducting strip in between, if the last case in which I had drawn that strip accidentally, in that case they would have been in parallel, and finally in series. Okay, that would be the case for if there's a strip. But when there is no strip, then you take in series first, take other side also in series, and then together you connect them in parallel. That is how we should. Okay. So if it is K1, K2, K3, K4, what will be the capacitance? Let us say it is given that epsilon naught A by D is equal to C. Remember, epsilon naught A by D is equal to C, then it also tells us that epsilon naught A by 2 divided by D by 2 is also equal to C.
No change in capacity.
If it is given, then it will also be C. But if it is C and here it is, effectively K gets multiplied. K1C, it will become K2C, it will become K3C, and it will become K4C. You understand that? Because when K gets multiplied here, then it will become K times the capacitance. When this K is there, right? So now this is the equivalent network, and you can find out the capacitance. First, you take these two in series, and then these two in series, and then finally in parallel again with each other.
K3 by K1 plus K3 plus K2 plus 1 by K1.
Okay, whatever it is, you find out yourself. It will be K1, K3
By K1
by
plus K3
K1 plus K3
plus K2 K4 by K2
plus K2 K4 upon
K2
K2 plus K4 whole multiplied by C. That is answer. Yes. Right. This is answer. Next, we can have one example, at least for spherical also I can take. Let me take here. In spherical, let me take this. Where we have again, I think I can take one more dielectric in between. So let me take that. A radius, B radius, C radius. Between A and B, there is a dielectric K1. Between B and C, there is a dielectric K2. What is the effective capacitance? Tell. What is the effective capacitance?
So K2 K1 by K1 plus K2 into C.
No, completely wrong.
Radius also
You are already assuming that capacitance from here to here will be C and here to here also will be C without vacuum.
radius.
Then only we could do that. Here we were able to take C common because these were, I have divided in such a way A by 2 and D by 2. Always it will not be like that. This accident, this came out to be equal to C only because area was also divided half and this D was also divided half. So when I took this element, and in this element capacitance came out to be same as in the whole without the dielectric. As in the whole without the dielectric, that was what it was in the this little part without dielectric. But that will not always be the case. It will be completely different capacitance for this part without K1. It will be completely different capacitance for this part without K2. How can you do that? Formula is 4 pi epsilon naught into AB upon B minus A. That is without dielectric. Other one is 4 pi epsilon naught
BC by C.
BC upon C
B.
minus B without dielectric. In that I have to multiply by K1. In this I have to multiply by K2. This is let us say C1 and this is let us say C2. Then our answer will be C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. C1 C2 upon C1 plus C2. That will be our C equivalent. What is it then? Or 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. 1 upon 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. That will be, I think, 4 pi epsilon naught taken common. And where will other things go?
K1 into AB into C minus
Into K1.
K1
A
ABC
B
minus
square K1 K2 K1 K2 A B square C. I'm directly not that also. Wait, it will be complicated, find out what it will be. Anyway, that is just calculations we can do. This is what we have to do. First we have to write C1, then we have to write C2, and then we have to write C equivalent. That will be in series with each other. Is it okay? Right. Next we have one case in the beginning that I told that I will be taking after this question of
Grounding.
grounding. That grounding, what difference the grounding and no grounding makes? If I ask you this, it is A, it is B, and in between maybe vacuum only, and outside also vacuum. If it is not grounded and there is a charge here Q, and here minus Q, and here also plus Q, what is the net capacitance then? Not grounded this time. If it is grounded, then this charge Q will go to 0. It will become 0. Because potential of outermost, when it becomes 0, then the charge becomes 0 here in the outermost side. You know that or not? The charge in the outermost will become 0 when we have discussed this before in electrostatics only. While we were discussing the sharing of the charges in the concentric shells, and we were understanding that inside it will be 0. Have we discussed or not? Tell me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
0 Q
Yes, sir.
minus Q
Minus
plus
Q
Q.
plus Q.
Okay. Outside it will keep on adding up, and but at last, if I earth, then outside will become 0. Anyway, now if it is not 0, then the fields will be existing from here to infinity also. And if those are existing from positive plate to infinity, then I can treat it also like a capacitor. It is like isolated capacitor having the same capacitance as that of isolated spherical capacitor. Then what is the net capacitance of this? Then I will have to take two capacitors in series, A to B and B to infinity. Its inner radius is also B and outer radius is also B because it is a thin shell. Sometimes it may be a thick shell, then inner radius will be different and outer will be different. But here these are both same. Then effective capacitance will be just C1 is 4 pi epsilon naught AB upon B minus A, and C2 is 4 pi epsilon naught B. This is isolated spherical capacitor, and C will be nothing but 1 upon 1 by C1 plus 1 by, which is coming out to be equal to, check it once. I'm sure it will come out to be this. You can verify it. Is it that or not?
Sir, C2 is from B to infinity, sir.
Yes, obviously it is from B to infinity.
Okay.
And this is from A to B.
A to B.
So effectively it is existing from A to infinity. So sorry, not B.
Yes, sir. It is actually
A.
Yes,
Become
sir.
A,
Sir, A coming, sir, not B.
A is right. Effectively it is existing from A to infinity. I should have written A only.
4 pi
Effectively it is
epsilon
coming
naught
from A to
A.
infinity. So it is 4 pi epsilon naught A only. Are you getting
Yes,
same?
sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Right. So, but this is valid only if there is no dielectric. If it is K1 and here K2, then obviously we can't say there's a single capacitance from A to infinity. Then we have to do separately here, write K1, here write K2, and then do this and then see what answer it will be. Then the answer will also depend on B. Here answer does not even depend on B. Answer will depend on B in that case. And if it is thick shell with inner radius B and outer something C, then also answer will be different. Okay.
So time.
So
What difference it is
incomplete.
making, sir?
The time
What?
The B is kept
Okay.
or not, it doesn't make any difference. Sir.
B.
This is coming same. Whether that means other sphere is kept in between.
What I was saying, I could not understand. Say it again.
Final capacitance is coming as A to infinity.
A to infinity.
And B doesn't make any difference.
This thin plate will not make a difference. It is a thin sheet, thin spherical sheet. This thin spherical sheet will not make a difference because its dimensions are 0. So its dimensions are 0, then it is effectively acting as if it is existing directly from A to infinity. As if the fields are existing directly from A to infinity. Okay.
Radius is existing inner and outer, then it makes difference. So
Yes, if inner radius is B and outer is C, then it will depend on A as well as B as well as C. It will depend on all these. It will be complicated expression. You can derive that also. Derivation will be seen the same way. Here I have to write in place of B, I have to write then BC upon C minus B. And then add these and then see what answer do we get. Okay. Right. Then there are. Yes, Sudan.
Can you go to before?
Can we?
That completed, sir.
Can you go to before
I know
page?
that. What is he saying? Yes.
Before page. I will take screenshot.
Want to move to
Screenshot. This one.
Yes, sir.
This one taken.
Yes, sir. Done, sir.
Okay, right. So okay, then you can
Sir,
leave now.
keep the
That
notes, sir.
I can keep the notes, but don't depend on that. Sometimes if it will take time, and if you have to study now,
Not wrong, sir. It is great.
don't depend on this thing. I will keep it, but
Sir, shall we do problems?
yes, you start doing the problems. Definitely, you can
Sir,
start doing
that
the problems.
assignments, sir.
Assignments are not given. Yesterday it is given. I think Ramaswamy is
Yes,
giving
sir.
what
Given, sir.
do
Given, sir.
those. Do those assignments. If you are not finding those little tough, then you can first start with SC Verma. You do first. If you are finding those tough, or maybe Irodo. Irodo we cannot do now. Irodo I have to take few more things. After that you can start doing Irodo. Now you can do just either SC Verma. Okay.
HCV
And
will do, sir.
Okay, sir.
HCV you can do, and after that you can do the those questions maybe, or maybe previous ID you can do afterwards. Okay.
Today we will do it.
Right.
Okay.
So let us end it here.
Okay,
Bye,
sir. Bye, sir.
Bye.
Bye.